things we did. I've been thinking about those things you do. I've been thinking about those things you made me do.
To have with us three very well-known speakers all around the country and all around the world. Tonight we will be hearing to Mr. Andrew Sheehan, to Dr. Michael McCarthy, and to Cambridge University Press Peru country manager Mr. Aldo Higashi. And I would like to start by introducing to you Mr. Andrew Sheehan.
Maybe 30 years ago, produced by the Milk Marketing Board. If you are laughing, you are able to read this on two different levels. The obvious level is that milk has calcium, and calcium is good for your teeth. But that's not what this poster is about at all. Okay, you ready? Right. Paris in the spring, right? No. That's not what it said. And now I'm demonstrating something else. Let's go back and look at it more carefully. Some of you, even now, won't have noticed the problem. There are two versions. It sounds like one of those Tibetan monasteries where the monks are all chanting together. Did you notice how much faster you got? As you got used to what was actually happening, you were actually able to read much faster. Your pace accelerated towards the end of this group of sentences, called cohesion. The problem is this. Many teachers make their students read aloud. What does the word this refer to? The word this. The problem is this. What is this? It's referring, in fact, to the following sentence. Okay? And we have the opposite. Many teachers make their students read aloud. That is the problem. Yeah? And in technical terms, this is anaphoric and cataphoric referencing. Okay? So, scientifically, you can see that we read very, very quickly if we're allowed to. So my question is, what's the best way to make reading slow and hopelessly inefficient? And English language teacher, you are going to read the first sentence. Mike, I want you to read the second sentence. You are going to read the third sentence. And then I correct the pronunciation. Mike, who's a very clever student, has already skipped. He's not paying attention to what she's doing. He's skipped to the second sentence so he can have a quick practice before she finishes. Very smart. And she's concentrating on the third sentence. And in the videos I've made, we do the same thing for a second time with the same people reading the same first sentence and the second and the third. They make the same pronunciation mistakes. But by the end of this 2 readings, nobody has the faintest idea what the text is actually about. Teacher strategy. Underline all the words that you don't know. Thank you. That laugh says it all, okay? Could you do that laugh again, please? Because that's exactly the reaction I wanted. How helpful is that strategy in understanding this text? Not at all. So I think this is a very important message. Well, it's a very, very, very important message. That the traditional idea is that when we read, we get meaning from text. But what I'm suggesting here is that we don't actually get it at all, we give it. This is what it looks like when you put it through a text profiler. And the words in light blue are in the most frequent 1000. Okay? And then you've got green in the top 2000. And then you've got yellow, which belongs to this academic word list. And Monty said, well, I'm right-handed. Let's go this way. And I'm not going to tell you the end of the story. But I'm sure you can imagine. Thank you all very much indeed. Thank you.
Carlos, from one of the senior rep of Cambridge University Press, brought the light into my office. He brought a book that was really, really impressive. You know, something that I had never seen. It was very nice. It was all full of pictures and visuals. It was, you know, very, very modern, but it had that something that I found that very, very interesting. Do you want to know what book that was? Right? Yes, yes, it's Touchstone. Teachers need both hands for teaching, right? One for controlling the students and the other for writing. Would you like to see first, for example, and see if speaking, okay, speaking. Let's go and see what Touchstone has with speaking. You speak about the music you like, about the movie that you watched the last weekend. That is what you do in the free talk. You talk about yourself. When you learn a vocabulary in Touchstone, a vocabulary item, you will find the immediate collocates of the word. So, for example, there is a common mistake of Spanish speakers to use the wrong verb with the word decision. Most Peruvians make the same mistake with decision because we are not taught decision with the right collocate from the very beginning. Most students say, I have to take an important decision, right? Because they weren't taught that the chunk is make a decision. What decisions do you have to make in your life? Make a decision. Grammar, do you expect to find grammar in a book like Touchstone? Yes? Well, let's see. Well, yes. Lessons have grammar charts like this, but the grammar is not taught with rules. It's not given with rules as your teachers used to, to do. Your teachers probably gave you rules on the board, the past tense, or the simple present tense is formed, by doing this and that. No, here, Touchstone teaches Touchstone has something that is here. There it is. Conversation strategies. You ask him, ¿sabes inglés? They will tell you, sí, say. But if you tell him, pero ¿hablas inglés? Oh, no, me falta la conversation, pues. No me pidas tanto. I know the grammar, I know the present perfect, I know the past tense, the future, the conditionals. So take a look at Touchstone when you go through the bookstore. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. It's the best book that you can use at the moment with regards to language and lexis. Thank you very much.